Hello and welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu. Coming up, Ashanti Region authorities rule out flood and disease prevention measures ahead of rains.
Or urge those people living in the municipal to always at least clean their frontage. If you are not able to join us today, you can clean your frontage. You can clean in front of where you sell your business, where you do your business.
Ghana Gas raises alarm over illegal mining threat to Atuabo-Kumasi pipeline.
The 35-meter zone is standard for pipeline, protection of a pipeline. Now, this is the end of the 35-meter zone. If you look back here, there's a heap of sand here. All this heap of sand, that is as a result of the Galamsey being done.
Residents of Lante Jangwe in Ghana kingmakers to end a double installment to safeguard peace and start of Homowo festivities.
It should be one, the unity, and with a lot of chieftaincy problems going on, the kingmakers are the main problem of the Ghana state. The kingmakers. I always say that if you are a kingmaker, you should know that if you install someone, you shouldn't install another person.
3 persons killed in violent chieftaincy clash at Abodom in the Aguna West municipality of the Central Region. And management of Channel 1 TV and CTFM visits family of late music icon Charles Kojofosu, popularly known as Daddy Lumba, to commiserate with them ahead of National Candlelight Vigil.
Vigil will be shared. You'll see a more as a TV station, radio station, Channel 1 TV. You'll be a carry program.
We're grateful that you joined us for Channel 1 Television, and this is Channel 1 Newsroom. Now, the acting chief executive of the Ghana National Gas Company, Judith Ajoba-Blay, has raised alarm over illegal mining activities encroaching on the company's right-of-way at Ankango in the Nzima East municipality of the Western Region. She warns that these activities pose a severe threat to the gas pipeline transporting fuel from the Atuabo gas processing plant to Kumasi. Speaking to Channel 1 TV News during a visit to the affected area, Madam Blay cautioned that any impact on the pipeline could disrupt gas supply for power generation and endanger lives given the inflammable nature of the gas. She assured that measures are being rolled out to remove the encroachers and avert a possible disaster. Channel 1 News' Akwesi Ejenim has more.
The pipeline, which transports lean gas from the Atuabo gas processing plant in the Lumba district through Isiama and Pristia to Kumasi for electricity generation, has been operational since construction began in 2012. However, illegal mining activities, popularly known as Galamsey, are increasingly threatening the integrity of the vital infrastructure. After touring the encroached area, Ghana Gas acting CEO Judith Ajoba-Blay expressed concern that continued encroachment could not only disrupt power generation, but also pose major risks to human lives.
This is a very important pipeline for us. But we got report that, Galamseyers are encroaching into the areas marked for us to protect our pipeline. So we have to come here this morning to ascertain the problem ourselves. And indeed, there's a real problem here. There's a real problem in the sense that if you look that way, we have gas pipelines there. I wish we could go there, but the gas pipeline, if you look beyond this tree, in the middle somewhere is our gas pipeline. In there is the middle. but it is only marking a 35-meter zone. And the 35-meter zone is standard for pipelines, protection of a pipeline. Now, this is the end of the 35-meter zone. If you look back here, there's a heap of sand here. All this heap of sand, that is as a result of the galamsey being done here, right here. I wish you could show the camera to the world. This is where the galamsey. This is very close to our gas pipeline here. And it's happening like we actually came and saw some of them because they saw the security men behind us. They just ran away. Now, this is how dangerous it is. For us at Ghana Gas, ours is to protect our pipeline. And I have explained to the community that we are protecting the pipeline because one is a national asset. That is the means through which we get power generation and other industrial use. Two, is a danger zone. So I've explained to the community members that gas is dangerous. And three, is an asset. For us as Ghana Gas, we have invested into the pipelines, and therefore anything happens, then we have lost on our investment.
She further urged the affected communities to support effort in safeguarding this critical national asset.
So we went to the palace. We wanted to ascertain or talk to the chief and find out what could be done about it. The chief brought in a representative who has explained that they want to mine. So this is the chief of Akanzo saying that they will do their mining. So we should come and measure our 35 and mark the 35 so that they continue doing their mining. This is what is going on now with this fight for galamsey. I am told that miners will go after gold wherever gold is, irrespective whether it's a danger zone or not. And I'm telling community members here, with this opportunity I have, that no, don't go and kill yourself and leave the gold behind.
Madam Blay strongly condemned the illegal mining and outlined measures the company is adopting to secure the right of way from further encroachment.
I see from being here that clearly we should mark our 35-meter zone. We need to mark them clearly, perhaps with pillars, whatever the engineers propose that we should use to mark, we need to mark. Two, we need to mark them and ensure that they are clear enough, indicating that they are danger zones. We have agreed with the community members. So we know we have to mark, they know we have to mark. So we're going to, as a matter of urgency, embark on that project. Now, when we have marked, the problem is that we all agree that we have our 35. The problem is how close can they mine close to 35. That is also a problem because beyond the 35, we need a certain buffer. In order for, this is mining. This is really high impact to the soil. Assuming that they come very close to our 35 and they dig and there is erosion. You see that right here. This is not a river. This is a matter of galamsey going down to the point where water is coming out. So imagine if this river here is close to our 35-meter zone. It's still dangerous. So we are asking the communities that they need to move away.
For Channel 1 TV News, I'm a president in Atuabo.
Now, authorities in the Ashanti region are stepping up measures to prevent flooding and disease outbreaks as the rainy season begins. The region, notorious for perennial flooding caused by poor drainage and indiscriminate waste disposal, is implementing precautionary steps to safeguard lives and property. Channel 1 News' Ashanti regional correspondent Doris Lonta has more.
Inadequate drainage systems and improper waste disposal continue to drive recurrent flooding and disease outbreaks across the Ashanti region. Authorities describe the situation as alarming, citing the heavy financial strain it places on local assemblies and the government. Relief agencies including NADMO often step in to provide assistance to victims, a cost officials insist could be avoided through proactive sanitation measures. To curb this, and in line with the President John Dramani Mahamad's directive designating the first Saturday of every month as a National Sanitation Day, residents and officials joined forces in Kumasi to clean up and silt-choked gutters. The Municipal Chief Executive for Old Tafo, Sadiq Abubakar, shared his thoughts with Channel 1 News.
Looking at today's exercise, you could see yourself that most of the gutters are choked. And if you don't embark on this exercise, you will see the widespread of cholera, malaria, and that also brings a financial burden on the government, because we need to allocate money to treat, as it were, to treat patients. So when we embark on this exercise, it will reduce the widespread of diseases.
Meanwhile, the MCE for Asokwa Amokamel issued a stern warning to residents, urging them to maintain cleanliness around their homes and business premises or risk facing sanctions.
I'll urge those people living in the municipal to always at least clean their frontage. If you are not able to join us today, you can clean your frontage. You can clean in front of where you sell your business, where you do your business, where you stay.
Authorities in the Ashanti region say they will not relent in enforcing sanitation measures until the city is clean and safe. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I'm Doris Lonta, Ashanti region.
Now, 3 people have been confirmed dead following an escalation of a long-standing chieftaincy dispute at Abodom in the Agona West municipality of the Central Region. Several others sustained injuries during the clash, which occurred in the middle of Akwambo Festival celebrations. Our Central Regional correspondent, Akwesi Ado, has more in this report.
The community-based health planning and services Chief's concept was introduced to bring healthcare closer to people living in remote areas. It was meant to ease the burden of long and difficult journeys to access medical services. However, for many Chiefs compounds, the reality falls far short of this vision. At the Joe Chiefs compound in the Nanumba North municipality, severe challenges persist, from inadequate staffing to poor infrastructure. The facility is expected to serve more than 10 communities, with the nearest alternative located in Bimbila. The roads connecting these communities are in deplorable condition, especially during the rainy season, making access extremely difficult. Abukar Yusuf, one of the nurses at the compound, shared the daily struggles they face.
We are 4 in number. Only 4. How many communities do you say around here? Yeah. It were many, but now they have.
You're watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. We'll be back with more. Please stay with us.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother Man small. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the grades. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Pearl. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
The entries have been received and the marking has begun. Who makes it to the next round of the Literacy Challenge 2025? Randomly selected entries will be read on 97.3 City FM on Brunch in the City and the Traffic Avenue, and on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. Stay tuned to 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV to find out who makes it to level 2 of the Literacy Challenge on Monday, 4th August 2025. Level 2 Aptitude Test. The top 50 contestants from across Ghana to make it to the next round shall take part in a written aptitude test on Saturday, 9th August 2025 at 12 noon at the British Council, Accra. Grand finale. The top 10 contestants chosen from level 2 shall compete for the grand prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis in a classic quiz competition on Friday, 15th August 2025. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by City FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and sponsored by Belmu and GB Assessment.
matter how far you run away, you always come back to where you started.
Tortured, mutilated, fingers cut off. I can lend you the money. My boss believes in giving players another chance.
You don't know what to do if you don't have the money to pay back. Come and listen to me.
Sir, it's done.
Good. 1 week. That is all you got to pay up.
You've been gambling. Again.
Unfortunately, we're still chasing shadows. He's clearing the board to make way for something bigger.
How could you do this to us, God?
Who's there?
I can fix this.
You're welcome back. This is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Now, members of Parliament are demanding urgent government intervention to address the alarming rate of fatal crashes on the Kumasi-Accra Highway following the tragic death of 16 Saviour Church members who were laid to rest in mass burial in Obogu after a devastating accident on the Atwedia stretch. Channel 1 News' Nia Ikwe Okain has more in the following report.
The Accra-Kumasi Highway remains one of the busiest and most accident-prone routes in the country. According to the National Road Safety Authority, the stretch has recorded a high number of road crashes in recent years, many of them involving commercial vehicles and long-distance travelers. Solemn mass burial ceremony was held in Obogu, located in the Asante Achim North Municipality, for 16 members of the Saviour Church of Ghana who tragically lost their lives in a fatal road crash along the Kumasi-Accra Highway. The heartbreaking incident occurred on Monday, July 28, when the victims were returning from the church's annual convention held in the Eastern region. Their journey was abruptly cut short on the Atwedia section of the highway, resulting in one of the deadliest single-day road tragedies in the area this year. The incident has since drawn national attention and sparked urgent discussions in Parliament. On Friday, members of Parliament expressed deep condolences to the bereaved families and called for immediate government action to address the increasing number of fatal accidents on the Accra-Kumasi Highway.
I am a survivor of 2 near-fatal accidents on the Accra-Kumasi Road. In fact, ever since I had my last accident, I do not recall, or I don't remember, sleeping in my car heading to my constituency. I have a duty to always travel from Accra to the constituency, even in the evenings. And what do we see, Mr. Speaker? There are no lights. There are no roadside signages. In fact, there has not been an instance where you use the Accra-Kumasi Road and see policemen or DVLA officers checking for roadworthiness of vehicles on that stretch. And let's not politicize this. It happened. There's no politics involved. Mr. Speaker, we ought to save lives. I use the road virtually every weekend when I'm in the constituency, trying to visit some of my areas. And you ply that road, you come back, and you have to say a prayer to thank God for saving your life.
We in this house hold the power to save lives and to prevent lives. I urge the government, the Ministry of Road and Highways, and the National Road Safety Authority to act swiftly. 1, to restore speed bumps, widen the deadly stretch, deploy traffic cameras, and launch public education campaigns. I propose a task force to be formed within an allocated timelines to ensure these measures are implemented before more families suffer this fate. Right Honorable Speaker, our duty to the people of Asante Achim South and all Ghanaians at large is clear. How many more lives must we lose before we act? Let us honor the memory of these 16 souls by making our roads safe.
Speaking on the floor of the House, several MPs reiterated the need for improved road infrastructure, stricter enforcement of traffic regulations, and enhanced public education on road safety. Some also proposed the acceleration of dualization works along critical stretches of the highway to reduce head-on collision and congestion.
Mr. Speaker, I saw the pictures, and it's very, very worrisome. Mr. Speaker, this accident mostly due to poor road that we have in the country. And I believe Honorable Minister is here for roads and highways. He's going to do his best to improve our road network. That will save the situation. Mr. Speaker, this accident also mostly due to unauthorized ramps that are on the road that could not be identified. Also bring a lot of accidents on the road due to also poor road signs on the road. Mr. Speaker, no road markings is also a key.
Mr. Speaker, I therefore call the Ministry of Roads and Highways to prioritize and expedite these repair works and all relevant agencies to provide regular updates on their progress. I also urge the National Road Safety Authority and the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority to intensify public education, enforce traffic regulations without compromise, and engage with transport unions to ensure safe practices.
As the nation mourns the lives lost in the Obogu tragedy, the call for safer roads continues to grow louder, with citizens and lawmakers alike demanding action over rhetoric.
Now, City FM and Channel 1 TV paid a visit to the residence of the late high-life legend Daddy Lumba to commiserate with his family following his passing.
A delegation from City FM and Channel 1 TV arrived at the residence of the iconic musician Daddy Lumba, where they were warmly welcomed by family members and close associates. Leading the team was head of events and partnerships at City FM and Channel 1 TV, Frema Edunyame, who delivered the media group's heartfelt sympathies to the grieving family.
As a TV station, radio station, Channel 1 TV. Carry program no live. We are seeing we on DSTV, Channel 363. Lumba abefore we are seeing into Africans, and more baby people, so they to me, it's in no more swashy. Until more
The visit forms part of nationwide outpouring of tributes as fans, industry stakeholders, and institutions continue to celebrate the life and legacy of one of Ghana's greatest musical icons.
Now, there are thousands of Ghanaians who have converged on the Independence Square in Accra this evening for a national candlelight event in honor of the late legendary high-life musician Charles Kojofosu, known as Daddy Lumba. Let's cross over to the Independence Square and speak to my colleague Eko Kumsin, who is currently on the grounds. Eko, you're welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom. Can you paint for us a picture of what's happening at the vigil and other issues or other things you've been seeing so far?
Yes, thank you very much, Omar Sanda. Here at the National Theatre, you can see a sea of black. People are sad, but also people are excited. It's a mixture of emotions because people feel like, in as much as it is sad that Daddy Lumba is gone, we are here to celebrate him. So the Creative Arts Agency has taken it upon themselves to organize the National Candlelight Vigil ceremony in honor of Daddy Lumba, which has been a very beautiful ceremony so far. It started a few minutes ago with a choral performance, and then currently we are having another band giving us a performance as well. So it's been a mixture of emotions. I mean, when you go around and you try to gauge the emotions of people are sad that, I mean, an icon, a legend that they love so much for so many years is no more in the land of the living, but they are also celebrated because they believe the impact that this man had was unmatched, and he was able to touch so many lives with his music and his lyrics.
Now, Eko, I understand that you have some personalities there that you intend to speak with. Tell us who are the kind of people who have come for this video, and if you can engage some of them.
Okay, so Omar Sanda, if I'll take you through it, we have quite a number of people here, prominent people for that matter. We have the CEO for the Creative Arts Agency here as well. We have the legend Pat Thomas is also here with us. We have Uncle Bessa Simons also here with us. We have the UNESCO ambassador also here. So, I mean, people are here to celebrate this man that touched so many lives with his music. This man that was able to, I mean, inspire people, give people so much, I mean, reason to be able to enjoy music as well. We have so many music producers here as well. Our very own Apioko is also here as well. So, I mean, we are super excited to be seeing a day like this. I mean, it's a sad day, but I mean, a lot of people are happy. I have here Uncle Bessa Simons. Uncle Bessa, welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom. How are you feeling? I mean, getting to experience something like this, which is pretty much for the first time, where we are having a candlelight celebration, vigil celebration for a fallen soldier.
I am really moved that, you know, we have Lumba's family here and the crowd behind us and the lovers, you know, people who are here. I am so humbled that we have people here to have this day. And I know it's going to get better and better.
All right. Now, a lot of people are here. You can see a lot of creatives here, which is, I mean, such a unity. I mean, it's good that we are united in one force. I mean, should we continue things like this for our fallen soldiers when it comes to celebrating them when they are no more?
Well, I didn't hear what you said, but so far, we have representative from Jubilee House here, rep from the Manchester House here. We have Pat Thomas, and we have some young musicians, you know, hiding in there. Very soon we will see all of them. And, you know.
Thank you very much, Uncle Bessa. I mean, it's been an honor. Uncle Bessa Simons, he is the president of Musica, also with us as well. We also have Uncle Pat Thomas. How are you feeling so far? I mean, getting to see this, how are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Wow. Are you enjoying what you're seeing here?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I mean, a fallen soldier is gone. What can we do to protect his works as well? I mean, now that he's no more with us, what can we do to protect the works of Daddy Lumba?
What can we do to do what?
To protect his legacy.
It doesn't need any protection. Nobody can do anything to it. It will be protected always. I believe that.
Wow.
Nobody can do anything to it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow. Thank you very much, Uncle Mr. Simon. So we have a lot of creatives here who are actually, you know, here to support us as well, because it's just beautiful to see. We have friends and I mean family of Daddy Lumba here as well. So it's been a beautiful ceremony so far, and I can tell you for a fact that in as much as people are sad, people are also celebrating the life and the legacy of Daddy Lumba. I also have here the Executive Secretary of the Creative Arts Agency under his office.
Well, I'm afraid I wasn't able to continue with that, but that's Eko Kumsin reporting for us from that vigil that has been organized in honor of the late Charles Kojo Fosu, popularly known as Daddy Lumba, and it's happening at the Independence Square in Accra. This is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Now, we'll take a break. When we return, 3 persons killed in violent chieftaincy clash at Abodom in the Agona West municipality of the Central Region. More on that when we return. Please stay with us.
Drowning in deadlines, data running wild? Let's fix this together. Join the evolution, join the sharpest minds in HR at the HR Connect Conference 2025 on August 8th at the Marvin Peak Hotel, Accra, under the theme Empowering HR Excellence, Leveraging Data, Resilience, and Wellness for a Thriving Workplace. It's not just another conference, it's strategy, tech, wellness, and a few smart laughs too. Panels, keynotes, real talk, and real solutions. Let's lead, connect, and transform the way we work. For further inquiries and bookings, please call on 0541 222 365 to secure your seat. HR Connect Conference 2025. Lead, connect, transform.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
You're welcome back. Now, 3 persons have been confirmed dead following an escalation of a long-standing chieftaincy dispute at Abodom in the Agona West municipality of the Central Region. Several others sustained injuries during the clash, which occurred in the middle of Akwambo festival celebrations. Our Central Regional correspondent, Akwesiado, has more in this report.
Residents say a group of suspected land guards, allegedly hired by one faction in the chieftaincy dispute, stormed the community to disrupt the festival. Eyewitnesses report that the armed men wielding guns and other dangerous weapons attacked the chief's palace and assaulted members of the community. This triggered a swift and violent retaliation from some residents. The confrontation left 3 people dead and many others injured. 2 vehicles and several properties were also destroyed in the chaos.
Langard from nipa that's any no de Langard from Adom. Normally can bo yan fio. Yan yeah, name boy ni Sebia because of festival needs no. Almost our Mama. Into no, another was I feel say a whole new man could be and Penifuno I him where this is almost say baby. And I you know one few about 20 I said because of yeah one a poor one buy needs no one will be allowed. Now I say what the pressure to 20 oh one who did there and I said only one now I'm gonna start to.
Residents suspect the attack was a targeted attempt to eliminate the community's chief, who was installed just last year amid strong opposition, bringing an end to a 40-year chieftaincy impasse.
Kabayan Kwanka, a soldier for military for, and any Ashasi, a soldier for Pranka, Mutibaha, because a personal drain. And to want to pass out for the Mia, I will buy, you will be sad.
Which will not come away, was a threat, was a yes, and I do because was that said, Langa was for so was Samba, Sabia Gio, Satan, the teacher. Who feel them on a proper move or the that's also a opera. Sebastian is a principal, something good saying, one other principal,
Police say some arrests have been made, but locals remain gripped with fear. The assemblyman for Abodom electoral area, Alex Donko, is appealing to security agencies to increase police presence to safeguard lives and property.
We will fear me a phone call, said, if we are to have a share of Abodom, young free, Papa said, you know, maybe free, even when the second year, two now, have a share, yes, so I'm up with a new paper. Young, the best about my police station, police from my because Yanina, you want to free manner. You are going to be able to watch it. Yes, because of land, you know, you have I get the car, open a paper. It's not less than a
There is an easy calm, but residents want police to beef up security here in Abodom. For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesi Ado, Abodom Central Region.
Now, the late former Ghanaian High Commissioner to India and President of the NDC Professionals Forum, Sam P. Yali, was laid to rest on Saturday, August 2, at the forecourt of the State House in Accra. Ghana's political class turned out in their numbers to pay their last respect. Here's more in this report.
A solemn ceremony unfolded at the State House as mourners gathered to bid farewell to Ambassador Sam P. Yali, a distinguished lawyer, diplomat and stalwart of the National Democratic Congress. The statesman passed away on April 6, 2025, after a short illness. Among those present were President John Dramani Mahama, Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, senior government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, the judiciary, and NDC leadership, all united in grief to honor a man many described as loyal, principled, and deeply committed to public service. In a tribute delivered on his behalf by Special Aide Joyce Bawa-Muktari, President Mahama eulogized Ambassador Yali as a principled man and a brother whose loyalty he deeply cherished.
Ambassador Sam P. Yali. His passing is a deep loss not only to his family and friends, but also to the National Democratic Congress, to Ghana's legal and diplomatic fraternities, and to the entire nation. Sam P. Yali was a man of immense intellect, passion, and conviction. A consummate lawyer, policy thinker, lecturer, political analyst, and public servant. He brought clarity of thought, boldness of spirit, and depth of commitment to every assignment he undertook. Whether in his professional life or in party work, he lived by principle and served with distinction.
General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Fiabi Kwete, described his passing as a shock that leaves a huge void in the party.
The clarion call has come, and you have responded accordingly. However, your home call has left us in great shock and has created a vast vacuum in the pro-forum of the NDC communication team, the NDC as a whole, as well as your immediate family. As you lie peacefully and silently in death, we know you are peace, even though you could not live to fulfill all your dreams that you will work hard to achieve in the 2024 general elections.
Now, the absence of a midwife at the Joe Chips compound is severely affecting quality healthcare delivery in the community. Residents say the facility is grappling with serious challenges, including a lack of essential amenities and critical personnel. Channel 1 News' Northern Regional correspondent Mohammed Aminu Alabira visited the facility and has this report.
The community-based health planning and services
Chief's concept was introduced to bring healthcare closer to people living in remote areas. It was meant to ease the burden of long and difficult journeys to access medical services. However, for many Chiefs compounds, the reality falls far short of this vision. At the Joe Chiefs compound in the Nanumba North municipality, severe challenges persist, from inadequate staffing to poor infrastructure. The facility is expected to serve more than 10 communities, with the nearest alternative located in Bimbila. The roads connecting these communities are in deplorable condition, especially during the rainy season, making access extremely difficult. Abukar Yusuf, one of the nurses at the compound, shared the daily struggles they face.
We are 4 in number. Only 4? How many communities do you say are here? Yeah. It were many, but now they have reduced it to 10. So you now said 10 communities? Yes, that's under you. Under you. And only 4 of you are here saving them? Yes, yes.
Some residents also expressed deep frustrations to Channel 1 News.
We have problems, concerning the midwife situation. I go this hospital here. If a woman is to be, deliver, when they bring that wife or a lady there, there's no midwife for them to take good care of them, unless we send a person to Bimbla. And then, a road from here to Bimbla is not something small.
More things to use about them. If you go there, there's no medicine. You go and they teach you, they give you medicine. You go to one doctor and try the medicine.
The chief of Joe, through Bigna, Abukar Amidu, has also added his voice. The assemblyman for Joe electoral area told Channel 1 News he has endured many sleepless nights worrying about the condition of the health facility.
If you go to the junior high, I went there, the teachers have no bungalows. The absence of the bungalows have demotivated some of the teachers to go and stay in town. Before they are coming to reach in Joe community to teach, it could be somewhere along 10 to 11. So they may also teach, let's say, only 3 hours and they return.
Now, some residents of Lante Janwe in Accra are calling on kingmakers of the Ghana state to refrain from actions that threaten the peace and unity of the community. The appeal comes amid concerns that the practice of double installment of chiefs is fueling chieftaincy dispute and stalling development in Ghana communities. These concerns were raised during the celebration of the Homowo festival at Lante Janwe, the traditional custodian of the Ghana calendar, which marked the official commencement of this year's Homowo festivities across the Ghana state. Channel 1 News' Ni Aikwe Okain reports.
It is a morning of tradition, unity and thanksgiving in the heart of Accra. Today, the people of Lante Janwe, a revered division of the Asere Kotopon quarters, have set the tone for one of Ghana's most iconic festivals, Homowo, a Ghana word meaning hooting at hunger. In homes across the Lante Janwe clan, the preparation of bokboi, a sacred cornmeal dish, begins at dawn. The air is thick with the aroma of tradition and the sound of generations connecting through song, story, and celebration.
Waya brado, ogo to me, hey, ogo to me, hey, ojo, ojo.
Lanteja wedi me kenkleni hie gan asene hie. Keje son ke bagan. Be wo di omo wo yeli sisi. Dani gafe yo. Wo keji onani wo nfi ebe lanteja we ni wo di kenkle bi ni jawo fan dani gaba fan. Wo de omo wo yeli ensi. Dani game hu ba ta me no.
The ritual of sprinkling of Pokpoi is more than a symbol. It is a solemn offering to the ancestors, an expression of gratitude for survival, harvest, and community. And as the food is shared, muskets fire into the sky, war songs echo through the alleys, and the beating of drums calls the clan together, not in fear, but in pride. Beyond the rituals, Homowo is a celebration of survival, identity, and family. For the people of Lantejanwe, it's not just the start of a festival, it's a declaration of life and legacy.
No now e come ba bi bode come ba tonsia bode come ba tonsia taba je na ba nya me ma to mo che ma fun si mi to na me na ga ji na ba sia e la ko ngo wa gbe ga lo mi ga me na ne ba wo nu bo de bo am to na me ba do ji jo mo ni mi jo am.
There's a lot of litigations and a lot of problems going on in the gangs, and if I would say we should be one, the unity, and with a lot of chieftaincy problems going on, the kingmakers are the main problem of the gang state. The kingmakers. I always say that if you are a kingmaker, you should know that if you install someone, you shouldn't install another person. So my advice goes to the kingmakers and the youth who are always doing or smoking what we call the red and then the weed and then the browns and all those things. They should desist from whatever they are doing.
le abonsanye ekuomi to won pagaman cheme fe fai na mekwe ni kechon afine na yone ekome fe mo abaga.
From Lantejanwe, the spirit of Homowo spreads across the Gan state, reminding all Ghanaians that even in the face of hunger, unity and heritage can feed a people's soul. Reporting from Lantejanwe in Accra, Ni Ayukwe Okain for Channel 1 News.
Now, after years of struggling in harsh learning conditions, the Joloputa EP Kindergarten and Basic School in the Afajato South District of the Volta region is finally experiencing a major facelift. The school, which for decades operated in a rundown structure with cracked walls, leaking roofs and broken windows, has been renovated through the intervention of the Military Academy's regular career course, Intake 35, and Short Service Commission, Intake 34. The renovation comes as a huge relief for both pupils and teachers who have endured an environment unfit for effective teaching and learning. However, staff say more support is still needed to fully address the school's challenges. Channel 1 News' Volta regional correspondent Desmond Selasiago has more.
After years of learning under deplorable conditions, hope has finally returned to the Julukwita EP Kindergarten and Basic School in the Whole West District of the Volta region. The once dilapidated classrooms, characterized by cracked walls, leaking roofs and inadequate ventilation, have now been refurbished by the RCC Intake 35 and SSC Intake 34 of the Military Academy. For years, both pupils and teachers braved severe conditions to keep classes running. Rainwater often disrupted lessons, soaking books and learning materials. Poor ventilation and lighting made concentration difficult, while overcrowded and unsafe classrooms posed serious risks to pupils. Headmaster Victor Kluk told Channel 1 News that the intervention marks a significant milestone in the school's journey towards creating a safe, conducive environment for academic excellence.
In the Bravo State, the roofing, the walls, the doors were not in good condition, but due to the intervention of our officers, they came in to renovate the building for us, and formally to study even by 9 o'clock, 10 that way. The heat alone, you can't bear it. The chairs and then the tables in the classroom, firstly, they were not in good shape, but now they have provided with a fine and then nice tables and chairs which will improve teaching and learning in the school.
Brigadier General Eric Konedu, president of the RCC Intake 35 and SSC Intake 34, explained that the military undertakes such initiatives to promote education in deprived communities.
We have been doing a lot of training in this general area, and the people have been very supportive to the Ghana Armed Force and the Ghana Military Academy. So why not? Let's come back to this general area and do something for the community to benefit. And we felt that we chose educational institutions, and we felt that if we are able to provide infrastructure for the people to enjoy education, it will in the long run produce leaders for the community.
Teachers also endure the brunt of poor infrastructure, often improvising with limited resources. Many admitted that the conditions made it difficult to apply effective teaching strategies. As part of the project, teachers in the Afachato South District of the Volta region also received new furniture to enhance lesson delivery. The Military Academy intake says the support will boost teacher morale and improve learning outcomes.
The idea is to make the teachers comfortable so that they can take good care of school children to aspire to whatever heights that we envisage.
Afachato South District Education Director lauded the intervention, describing it as timely and transformative for the school and the community.
Go a long way to make my teachers comfortable. We have furniture deficits for our teachers. Though there will still be some deficits, the few that we have now will be able to sort some of them out.
Although the classroom and furniture have been provided for both pupils and teachers, they still ask for more to enhance education in these areas. Reporting for Channel 1 News, my name is Desmond Selasiago.
Now, the Ghana Journalists Association, GJ, is set to meet President John Dramani Mahama next week to discuss a rising wave of attacks on journalists in the line of duty. The move follows growing concerns over press freedom and journalist safety after a string of violent incidents. Among them, a GH1 TV reporter was assaulted during the Ablekuma North parliamentary rerun on July 17. In another case, on July 30, Joy News reporter Carlos Kaloni, his cameraman and an eyewitness were allegedly attacked by armed military personnel during a demolition exercise at Spintex. Speaking on Channel 1 TV's The Big Issue, GJ President Albert Kwabena Jumfo described the upcoming engagement with the president as critical to halting the increase in assaults and ensuring stronger protections for media practitioners. Channel 1 News' Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse has more.
The GJA president's remarks comes amid heightened anxiety within the media fraternity as journalists continue to endure physical attacks whilst carrying out their work. Jumfo warned that if no decisive measures are taken within the next 7 days, the association will declare a total media blackout on military-related activities and publicly brand the military as enemies of press freedom and democracy.
We are in expectant and in readiness to meet with the president, to meet with him in the coming week, and I know that it's going to be in the early next week.
Very well.
So that we can iron out some of these things, because this after 7 days, in as much as we wait on the president, we are going to take a decision, or we are saying that we are not only going to declare we are not going to blacklist, we are going to declare them as enemies of press freedom and democracy. An attack on the media, an attack on the press is an attack on our democracy.
Very well.
And so we are going to declare them as enemies of democracy and enemies of the media, of press freedom. So and again, we have also made some.
Security analyst Professor Kwesi Enyim has urged restraint, calling for constructive dialogue and institutional collaboration in response to the GJA's ultimatum. He emphasized that addressing the issues requires joint efforts between the media, security agency, and government institutions.
Well, it's one possible path, but there's a need for constant engagement. Now, his relationship is about misunderstanding, misrepresentation, and then historical issues that breeds misunderstanding and that occasionally step out into all kinds of misbehavior that we have seen.
Legal practitioner and constitutional law lecturer Justice Abdullahi has proposed the establishment of dedicated media courts in every region to ensure speedy adjudication of media-related cases and deter future attacks.
Now, having said that, my call, to stem this tide would be to have a dedicated court, to establish a dedicated court to deal with infractions of journalists. And so I probably would call it a media court in every region. We should have one media court in every region dedicated to deal purely and solely with infractions of the media, whether in the form of a civil action or in the form of a criminal action. I believe it will serve a very useful purpose and then go against, and work towards resolving this matter. In fact, I believe that would be the best way of resolving this whole issue.
Also contributing, NDC legal team member Ni Adu underscores the importance of accountability following the recent assaults. He urged government and the media to engage in mutual dialogue to safeguard press freedom and uphold democratic principles.
Journalists, once identified as journalists, carrying on with their work, should not be the subject of assault. It's as simple as that. Journalists should be able to do their work with utmost protection from either the police or the military, because you are the voice of the voiceless. You are the reason why when you are a party in opposition, we attend to programs like this, because we have our voice heard. When we are in power, you want to explain your policies to the people. If the media shuts you out, then we begin to complain.
Well, that's it for Channel One Newsroom on Channel One Television. Visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel One TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Channel One TV. Download the Channel One TV app on Google Play Store and the App Store. I am Omar Sandamado. It's been great bringing you Channel One Newsroom.